11 a.m. as another outdoor adventure is about to start.
It's our first night of the desert trip. We're starting at Bolton, pretty fresh tonight from last night. The river's up, which is pretty rare, but it's quite a nice spot to stay.
Everything is packed properly. Tour party is secure in the vehicles, and it's goodbye to the bright lights and the traffic lights.
You can get your Thargomindah sticker out there.
Well, that's proof, isn't it? You've definitely been to Thargomindah.
You want to stick in here? You stick with your stickers? Experience Thargomindah.
Right, at the moment, on the second day, just leaving Thargomindah, and Innamincka is about 140 k's down there. That's when the adventure starts beginning. So just tees and board display at the moment, just have a bit of a look around, and then we'll continue down the road.
On this trip, they'll bisect the paths of historical adventurers Burke and Wills, Charles Sturt and James Quill.
Yeah, we just pulled up from Innamincka, a couple hundred k's up from Cameron's Corner. Going to the remote places, we're always going to make sure, check ahead where the fuel's available. In this case we did check, but the bows have broken since then, so we're trying to think of plan B, and we'll go from there. So we're going to settle down the river here and work out tomorrow how we're going to get back. So tonight we're camping on the side of the Wilson River here. Quite a large river, just beside Innamincka pub over the side here. Again tomorrow we're going to head down to Cameron's Corner and head up north from there as weather permitting, so it should be good. Right, with any trip, part of the thing is having good planning. Not everything always goes according to plan, but if you do your main planning, contact details, etc, etc, good maps. We've also got the old HEMA GPS in there as well, and so it just takes that stress out for everyone that's on the trip. So it's just all about planning and preparation beforehand.
It's been a long day, and the adventurers are nearly 1,000 kilometres into the journey, and another early start is on the cards. Day 2, and the end of the bitumen. Country, a local name for the point where 3 states meet. This will be the next stopping point for the adventurers.
We're at Cameron's Corner at the moment, where South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland meet. The road from Innamincka is pretty good this morning. Very overcast day, so it's warm and the fly's already started. But we're heading off to up the Strez Lake to Innamincka tomorrow. So we arrived early in the afternoon, gives us time to look around. There's not a lot to see and do, but it's still good for a poke around, so go from there.
Cameron's Corner, where New South Wales, South Australia and Queensland all join. heading for the Strzelecki track, the route traversed by Polish explorer Baron Paul Strzelecki, and the town of Innamincka. Innamincka, in the heart of Bec country. It's a picturesque town. The pub is the last watering hole before the Great Stony Desert and bears the stamp of the modern Bec the movie which was filmed in part here. The Innamincka trading post is like a mini Kmart, having just about everything.
So this morning we left Cameron's Corner, came up Old Strzelecki track. Had a bit of rain last week, so there's a couple of wet patches and there's a bit of mud here and there. But a fair few corrugations still there, even though it's been wet. A few things fell off some of the cars, but nothing too major. So, and we're in Innamincka where the trading post and servo and everything is at the moment. And we're heading out to Cullimara Waterhole to stay for a couple of days and explore that area.
We've all looked around, don't we? You know?
So we're set up at Innamincka at the moment. Innamincka's over there. We're all camped beside the Cooper Creek down here. We're all set along the front here. Everyone's having a good time. All over here enjoying themselves. And we're off to the Dig Tree tomorrow, so it should be good. Put another thing there. Righto, so we'll get another thing. We've got the camper, we're leaving here for the day with the fridge running and lighting that, so we're just going to chuck the old solar panel out. Get your battery topped up. Yep, she's charging, all good.
On their return journey from the Gulf in 1861, Bec and Wills made camp at nearby Cooper Creek, and there they both died as a result of malnutrition and exhaustion. Although the bodies were later recovered and taken to Melbourne for reburial, this area is known as the site of Bec's grave. The party pays tribute to the courage of Bec and Wills at another historic site, the Dig Tree, marked by the explorers with directions on where to dig for life-giving provisions. Travelling photographers John Dick and his wife carved the face of Robert O'Hara Bec in this tree in 1898. The bark has grown around and framed the carving, a remarkable quirk of nature.
Walker's Crossing. Going to get to Birdsville later to Savi. Roads are all pretty good, but just got to watch for the oil lines here and there. They've got a lot of main roads through there now, so just got to keep an eye on where you're going for, and it'll be good. What? Well, you answer it. So we're just out about 35 k's out west of Birdsville. This is the beginning of the Simpson Desert. Big Red runs right along here. So you have Little Red here, Big Red down there, and we're letting the tyres down and see how we go.
Let's block in the...
So we're going to lower these down to 18 pounds and see how we go. It doesn't look too bad today, but we'll go by there. We've got a fair bit of weight on, so we may even have to lower it a little more, but we'll start with 18.
shouldn't have backed off. You blew it again. Look at this. 2 inches from the top.
I was up. I'm up.
No, you're not.
Give me the bridge.
We nearly backed off again.
When you win that up. Hold on, Karen.
stop, keep going.
We'll just hang here in case someone gets stuck while we help them out.
Between the cable steps.
So we're heading back over Little Red back into Birdsville. The truck's not too bad, but instead of digging up or get stuck, we're just winching him up and over to get going again. So it's a quick, easy way out of it.
Yep, we got it.
Copy that.
So we're nearing the end of it. Desert trip. We've been to Cameron's Corner, Innamincka, up to Birdsville through Walker's Crossing, out into the desert to Potter's Corner, and we're on the way back now. We're just on the Cooper Creek at near Windora, and we're off to Quilpie, back down to Yower, and then home from there. If you want to come and join us, just come and see us at the shop.